So, first of all, I want to thank people that, well, today someone sent me money, one person. And yesterday somebody sent me money. That's how I got through yesterday. And at least it's not cold. It's raining. It's not cold. I'm under the underpass here. And actually, this guy's. I got idiot. Go over here. Got a cigarette. Thank you so much. See, you don't understand. For people that don't smoke, you don't really understand. Oh, this is wet here. Yeah, I'm gonna go back here. And you're gonna have to deal with the. You're gonna have to deal with the background noise. Oh, this guy's asleep. He's not gonna wake up. So thank you. Again, I don't know what to say. People are chastising me for asking for money. When do I get a job? As I said, I don't want to work in a system like this anymore. It's enslaving human beings. Why should I work for it and support it? I supported it for 25 years, at least as a programmer. Why would I go back to it? I'm not saying why everybody watch me and do the same thing I'm doing. I'm just saying, think about it. If you did do that, then it would easily be just wiped away, man. And then you can go back in there. Like what gives the people in charge and the people that have money and the people that have their power because of that money, what gives them the power to dictate to us human beings, or you human beings, I was once, how to survive? And where does it really? You're really saying that once the animal brain gets so developed that it can think and it can think logically and make decisions and speak and do all these things that we hold so in such high regard as human beings, but we can't figure out that the thing that is killing us is the stress level that is surrounded by the monetary system that we need to survive and everything about it. It's killing the human body, the stress level. It's stunting the ascension process of souls. And it's stunting the evolutionary process of the civilization, the species, man. Why do you come to a point in your evolutionary process and then continue something that is it's like, again, it's like me hurting myself or me hurting my foot. You know, that action is wrong. Now, if you watch the foot just decaying away and maybe once in a while you put a bandage on it, that doesn't help either. You find the cause of it and you fix it. You can't fix every problem just by finding its cause. There's too many problems, but they all boil down to the same thing: the monetary system and the stress level that we endure as human beings for being charged for a living that Mother Earth gives to every living creature. Spirit gives to every living creature. He, she, it gives to every living creature for fucking free. Except humans. I didn't sign a contract saying when I came into this lifetime that they charge us to live. Okay, that's fine. That's great. Now you sign away. It's not part of the natural order of the universe. It's a big like nail or a big like splinter in the side of it, eating away at the universe and going like, man, you see, everything should be a monetary system. Everything should be like this. The universe should all be controlled. Let's all control the entire universe and put a monetary system and charge people to be alive in it. Why do you think the universe doesn't want human beings up in space? Because until we learn that, forget it. And you don't have to be in space, because at that point you will evolve past a certain level, and you will ascend much more quicker, and you will experience other dimensions. You will experience things that human beings are trapped in. They're trapped in a little box of garbage bullshit that the wealth class dumps on them just to keep them occupied and fighting and disoriented and coming back to the same thing. That's what it is, man. And you support it. You think, oh, what am I gonna do? It's the way it is. So, again, but what am I gonna do? My foot is all a little cancer, and it's about to be cut off. What am I gonna do? Find the root cause of it and eliminate it, so it won't come back. You know, I'm sure the medical profession will agree to me on that part of it, but they don't agree to me on the part of the doing it for the entire civilization. Really? You don't agree to that, huh? You think it's better the way we're living right now? This is going to be a way that we're going to be living right now. Poverty is stricken. Living paycheck to paycheck, whatever that check is, and barely making enough. Why should I go back to work and support any kind of system? The minute I walk into that place, the minute I start that thing, I'm really like, this is all wrong. Why am I even here? I'd rather just starve. I'd rather just sit in the rain until it stops raining, and then I'll dry up. I'm 58 years old, so I think I have I'm not, oh, he's just a stupid kid. What is he doing? He has to go out to work and earn a living. 58 years old, man. I'm not ready to retire. I'm just not ready to do the things that the society is using, or the powers that be in the society are using to kill us all, kill you all. I'm just here to help. And either way, I'm not coming back here. Not unless this civilization doesn't make it, and then we gotta go all the way around again. The next one. You have a choice. You gotta make it soon. It's gonna be a tipping point where it's too late. That's the way it is. That's what God told me. The Spirit told me. Yeshua told me. I tell you. And it was actually ingrained in my DNA, and it wasn't released until a year ago, year and a half ago. So that portion of it, a lot more of it was there, but that portion of it, the remaining portion of it is there. This is what we need to do now. It's important. Time is running out. Believe me, don't believe me. Some guy laughed at me saying he finds comic amusement at these things. Okay. If you don't believe anything's going to happen, you think everything's going to be fine for the next 20 years, exactly the way it is, then we'll just have, flying cars. You better be right, you big man. You better hope you're right. I hope I'm not right. I know I'm right, because this is the freakiest thing that ever happened to me in this existence, in this lifetime. And guess what? It's not drug related, and I'm not mentally ill. Those things might be things that I might be using to get to that level, because I need to finish this off one way or the other. But again, I want you to look back and stop looking at the way it was said to you, but start looking at the words and tell me those things aren't right. That we should be living in harmony with everything in this existence, because we're not. There's one thing that is not in harmony with any part of this existence. The only thing is our bodies, and we don't control them. Because if we control them, we'd be robots, right? Thanks again for the cigarette. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's just a label on these things, and then it gives people, the government, a right to triple tax these things, so they're ridiculously priced. every plant. They do it to every plant that has any kind of health or purpose to us. Oh, this kills. No, the carbon monoxide from the cars, the exhaust from the cars, gasoline cars, oil cars. That's what's killing us. That's what's giving us lung cancer and these things. This thing's been around for thousands of years. This thing's just 50, 60 years. And when's the rate of cancer increase to the level it is now? So I was normal for a little while. So then I got up or whatever. Went to the shower, shaved. Not shaved, not in a cup from Wawa, a teacup, hot water, a cup with hot water that's actually free at Wawa's. Take it out and take my razor and just go hot water. In the car that I used to have, but now I just do it in the street. Again, what I'm trying to prove with this video is what people have to go through. And the only reason they have to go through this, listen again, I said, the only reason they have to go through this because we have a monetary system that values human life and makes us have to go out and earn money to be able to afford the things that should be free. You created something as a human, give it out to everybody for free. If you're not paying anything for your field, just why would you care? You get the credit and you get the yay, thanks so much for coming up with it. In the history books, you'll be the one that. But why do you have to get money? Because money has fed itself into every aspect of our civilization. Every aspect. Every little piece. It is the controlling mechanism. Every human being is addicted to money. Every human being needs that money to survive. Every human being, when faced with me or you, will choose me. If they choose you, they're like Mother Teresa, and God bless them. They'll be dead soon. In a world where you give. Unless you got lots of money to support that giving, then you have to go out and work to give. The only reason you giving is because some assholes are making a whole bunch of that green stuff from their hard work, which makes them look better than every human being. And repeat, if the body worked like that, it wouldn't function. It wouldn't function. If you charge yourself to live, if I charge my foot to be able to wake, doesn't want to become a foot. Do you have anybody for the other 8 hours that they're asleep or they're not there? And my body seems happy, my soul seems happy when I'm happy and not stressed out. When I'm stressed out, the cells are stressed and the body's stressed. That's the way it works. So instead of human beings trying to achieve that level of non-stress, and the biggest way to achieve that level of non-stress is to not have to pay anything and receive anything to protect and work with and waste our fucking life with. Waste the entire civilization is a waste. It ain't waste of time, it's a waste. Because it allows something to chain it up and drag it around and say, hey, you follow me now. I'm your God. I'm your master. That's what you need to live. They took the place of trees. Get it? That's why they make corn. Now they changed it from metals, which is from Mother Earth, to paper, which is trees. Right? Making out of paper, which is trees. Trees provide us oxygen. Right? Money doesn't provide us oxygen. Eventually, they're going to charge us for the oxygen, so we're going to need money for the oxygen. Get it? In God we trust. In God, which God is that? So God says, oh yeah, great, you got a monetary system in place? Wonderful, good job. Okay, let's see how quick it takes you to blow each other up for it. to. Everybody's asleep or doing like that. I just like sit over and stand to a video camera. Oh, it'll be great and fun and happy. Yeah, sure. Again, why do you ask me, oh, you have to do is get a job. Just come back to being normal again and everything will be fine. When you've experienced what I've experienced, and you know what I know, what I'm saying, with the downloads that I've gotten, the information that I've gotten about society, why would I want to step back into it, man? And I'm not going to run away to Montana because here's where I need to be, and this is what I need to do. If I am in the process, I die doing this, at least I tried. But usually it doesn't happen, man. Everyone I did this before this, same thing happened up to this point, and then it's like, just watch it all fucking crumble. As they're laughing at me, they'll turn around and that asteroid will be fucking, dead in its path, man. That last laugh would be, oh shit. And you can avoid it. It's not thinking that when your scientists point ships at and try to knock it off, of course. You think something in the universe throws at you, a little tiny like piece of metal that your scientist built is gonna knock it off, of course. Please. It's tossing these things at us, at this planet. Not to hurt the planet. It never hurts the planet. She's way more powerful than that. More powerful than you too. She's a living organism. It's way more powerful than you. And you put a stranglehold on her and just like I'm bleeding her to death like a vampire. Bleeding its host, man. Or like you just taking. Imagine Mother Earth like chain around its neck. Going like, all right, now what else we get to her? Let's see if we can control the weather on her. That's what you've done. But she doesn't care about the asteroids, or the meteors, or any kind of impact that's going to cause you to be wiped away. And these near misses, another near miss, another near miss, another near miss. So most asteroids that have ever come, that we recorded ever in the recorded history of asteroids coming at one time. Yeah, no kidding. They're warning shots, man. They're warning shots. Once you have this planet then running in the same perfection that the rest of the universe is, they're warning shots. Then she throws them by to other planets that are doing the same thing. But no other planets are doing the same thing, This is the human experiment. This human experiment is it always goes bad at this point. To the point where it's no longer a welcomed civilization to a. Imagine if you, like I said, the toe and the toes were all fighting with each other, trying to gain dominance of who's the best toe, who's the greatest toe. What if they were doing that, man? How would you be able to walk? How does the universe function properly? With one little guy just going like, what? What are they doing now? They're sending more metal into the... Oh, God. Just to figure out what? To figure out how we work, right? So they can try to mimic it down them, and then come up here, and then like, to kill us all, and then take the universe and enjoy ride it through the entire galaxy. Oh, God. How do you expect me to walk into a place and sit down at a fucking desk or sit down anywhere and be able to look at this stuff and go like, why is anybody wasting their time on this right now? You could all be like, figuring out you come and learn how to get the fuck out of here as you're sunbathing and enjoying the rest of the look at animals. They work just for the stuff that they need, the food, and then they just kind of lay back and just enjoy themselves the rest of the night. The next day they gotta go hunting, bring gas and stuff they need. They're not stressed. You're stressed. The only thing that stresses them is you. Or maybe hunting like the survivors, the species, life feeds on life kind of a thing. Yeah, it's gotta be, but most of the time, like fed on a few of them. They're good for another 2 weeks. Just gonna relax. Well, so that's, I don't know, what is it, 20 minutes? I'm done. I'm done with this one. I think I'm done. I'm done. So, here I am. Thanks for the little bit of money I had today. Get something to eat. A pack of cigarettes. Let's see what else. Some water. Some things that I needed. Left me again with, I think, $7 or $8 now. My worth is, it's actually, your worth is $7 today. No, my worth is actually, I owe, the money that I owe count for the next time, like real bad, low negative. my human worth. With my, God, last time I talked to her, she said, like, you're priceless. Tell them that again. They're all priceless. Why are they freaking doing that, man? Why are they all putting a price tag on their heads? Silly, stupid humans. Namaste.